world richest female musician, Rihanna, has been accused of cultural appropriation following the unveiling of her August 2019 cover of Harper's Bazaar magazine, China. Now, I'm going to leave this cultural appropriation thing to Ife to break it down.
I wish Ife was here because I really wanted to educate him when he said that Kim's kimono wasn't cultural appropriation. Cultural appropriation is pretty much me from a different culture wearing another person's culture. I'm making profit off it, especially when it's a culture that is a minority group. Do you understand what I mean? And most of the time, I'm a white person who is already on top of the food chain in the world. I have all the privilege. Now I'm wearing somebody else's culture and I'm profiting off it. And it's not going back, my profit is not going back to society, to that culture that you're stealing from. That's what cultural appropriation is. So in the case of Rihanna, she did a photo shoot that is not really, it's not like she wore Ashoke Angele, but it's like you get Ashoke fabric and make a dress out of it or something. So she's kind of intertwined the Asian culture and the Western culture together to make this aesthetic, and did a photo shoot about it. And people are calling her out of it. I think the first thing for me, my opinion is, first of all, it was too early because we're just dealing with Kim. So people's bloods were already hot, and it's still this Asian community that we're talking about, you know. There is a bit of a double standard to how they're responding to Rihanna. I think people went for Kim more than they went for Rihanna. And that is true, but I think
there's a difference.
For me, yeah.
Because for Kim, she was going to make money from it. But this is just a magazine cover.
Apart from that, yeah. Everybody behind the old dressing, the costume, the director, were all Chinese people.
Yeah.
So it's not like, it's more of them. It's like, this is what we want you to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a call.
Or her business.
Or her business. Do you get? So for me, I think it's like totally different from Kim's. People should just carry their sensitive self away. Because really, if you go fully and make your research and read through the whole story, you will know that everybody behind the whole creativity were Chinese people.
I think the problem with I mean, you still get to pick what you want to wear. I don't think anyone will give Rihanna something to wear.
Sorry, I need to ask you a question. While you were speaking earlier, you mentioned Ashoke as an example, like if that happened. Now, do you think if that is the case, like Rihanna, for example, gets on a very big magazine cover and then wears something that is Nigerian, do you think we would applaud this or would be sad? See, I feel like Nigerians would be happy.
So let me just even make my stance very clear. I'm the one explaining cultural appropriation, but I don't personally think that cultural appropriation, this is now me being biased, and I admit, when cultural appropriation is not done by white people, I think it's fine. Because I think if a minority group is calling out another minority group for celebration, I think it's fine. But Kim Kardashian and all those other people are already basking in privilege. And you're not sharing that privilege with other people. If you make money, the black community doesn't get affected. The minority groups don't get affected. But this is Rihanna. So I personally think if she's making money by celebrating other people's culture, then we all succeed from that. But that's just being biased. That's not me now picking and choosing who I want to culturally appropriate things. But even this cultural appropriation thing, I learned it like maybe recently until I went to America, and people were complaining that one white woman was wearing Ankara, and I was just thinking, I like that she's wearing Ankara. That's what I thought at first. Like, I like that. I like that my culture is on somebody else. But I think it's the profit-making part that gets tricky. Now, the only mistake I think Rihanna made is that when she uploaded this thing on there, she didn't give any obvious credit to the Asian community. Even if it's that you use Asian, what do you call it? The text somewhere, or you credited
so many pressure because if you're on a magazine cover and you get your cover, I mean, like you said, there are already teams handling your fashion, your look and everything. All you always just post the cover. If you want to know the real details of this cover, then go to the magazine.
And thank God it's a Chinese magazine, so you can always get it and find out
what is the story behind this.
But if you know that you're in an environment where these things matter, it's like here saying that nobody's giving me slack because I'm wearing animal products. But if I wear the same animal products in another culture, it's a big deal. People want to arrest me. So I think Rihanna knows better.
I think it's just
that she could have it's just somewhere.
The world is now a global village. Like everywhere is just together. So you do this here, you do this there. This one wants you to do it this way. That one wants you to do it this way. But we cannot really please everybody, whether we like it or not.
That's the honest truth.